My name's Adam Ray. I'm a comedian, an actor, a husband, and a person. You know what I love? I love people. I love hanging out. I love laughing. I love food. And I love the show Family Matters. You know what else matters? Friends. Most of my friends are comedians. And I thought, hell, why don't I get some of these friends together who happen to be some of the funniest people in the world for a hang, some grub, and most importantly, some laughs. So grab a cocktail or a J or just a glass of water and some cheese. Come hang with us. This is Killin' Time.
It feels very family dinner to be seated with no music or TV.
Yeah.
You had musical TV growing up?
Well, music or TV on in the background.
That's very American.
Like I don't know if you guys like to eat in silence. That helps.
Keep pouring noodles.
Yeah. We're used to that though. It's usually some ice crushing when we're on stage or something.
Did you have music at family dinners?
Yeah.
Because we would have like Seinfeld on the little TV and shit, you know? Anything to not get in an argument over who's crunching the loudest, you know?
Anything to not be in silence and just talk to your family.
Yeah.
Did you hear what George Costanza just said?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Did everybody have a show that would be on during to maybe distract from connecting with the family?
Must see TV Thursday.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think it was like game shows like Family Feud.
Oh yeah, Jeopardy.
Jeopardy was a big one.
Right.
R.I.P. Sajak. I mean, he's from his career. He's alive, but he retired.
Oh, I was like, I really thought he died.
No, Sajak. Alex Trebek.
Oh, Jeopardy.
He's dead.
Oh, wow.
Jeopardy.
Trebek is dead.
Gone.
Let's play
not coming
Who's
back.
Dead.
Let's also pour one out for Trebek. So we're getting quite the smorgasbord.
What did you just call me?
Spell it, motherfucker.
All right, ready?
Yep.
S-C-H fuck M-O no S-C s'mores S-C-H s'more M-O-R-G.
It's the S-Borg part that's really hard.
Can you really spell it?
Absolutely not.
G-H-S-B-O-R-G.
Just
hold your hands up doesn't mean you sound good.
The cocky dismount.
Yeah. So we have a plethora of food coming our way.
Spell it.
That's the easier one.
P-L-E-T-H-E-R. Say it with me. Hey.
Let the rock
hey. Teacher that you had a crush on.
Oh. A teacher I had a crush on?
Yeah.
Mine turned out to be gay.
That's okay.
Now we're friends. Because I was senior Cullen.
Whoa,
Yeah,
okay.
he's the best. He used to let me sit in the back, and I was like, he's in love with me.
Oh,
Sex ed teacher in high school. No bullshit. And she was very young. She was 25 or something and very pretty.
Okay.
And every guy had a crush on her, and she was teaching sex ed. There was a class.
That's bizarre.
With the banana.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking. And then I was like, she's a teacher. I mean, blah, blah, blah. I found out later that she ended up having an affair with a student.
Damn.
Yeah, my buddy's younger brother. And I was like, that could have been.
Should have loved. Yeah.
So strange.
The sex ed, I mean, you take it in 7th grade, right?
This was high school. This was like just a class on sex. And I know we watched A Walk to Remember for some reason.
Well, that's the walk to get your results from the STD test.
Yeah.
That's the walk in the dark.
Oh my God, there's the walk of shame, the walk to remember.
The walk to remember.
Yeah, the walk.
The test is positive.
And then, I know it was high school because one of my used to be friends, like, you know how you lose friends when you get older, in elementary school, and then he was getting real popular, kind of cut me out, and then middle school, and then he went through some shit. He had the best childhood, ended up knocking up a girl, having a kid, and then I can't stop talking. So I'm asking questions to be funny and shit. And then he obviously was having a crisis because he's about to have a kid. This is right before the kid came. And he goes, what the hell do you know? And I'm like, all right, man, I'm just asking a question. And he goes, none of you know anything about sex. And they were all like, what's up with him? And then found out that he was having a kid in a month. So he's all right. Not with the teacher.
It is strange, like how many cases of female teachers you hear having affairs with male students.
Yeah, it's always
She got away with it.
It's always that, because if it's the male teacher with the female students,
not cool.
that's like...
Yeah.
well, it's also illegal.
That's not
it's
cool.
all legal. It's
They're all illegal.
It's right.
By the way,
It's
that's
right
why
both
it's not
ways.
as cool.
It's right both ways.
It's right both
What is
ways, yeah.
acceptable? It's
Not as
education.
creepy.
As a woman, it's education.
Is it a double standard? That I mean, it is, but it's
Yeah.
but it just is. It just is the. I don't when you hear that a female teacher slept with a 13 or 14-year-old, everyone's just like, dude, that is a cool 14-year-old. Yeah. And then even I'm sure there's friends of the teacher that are like, you sick fuck. But
Right.
but then there's probably cases where she was like, yeah, but he was really nice, and they're like, hey, and he was pretty hot for 14.
Yeah.
Like, there's probably some people that justify it.
So mature.
He didn't have all his hormones yet. Of course
Yeah,
he was
totally.
nice.
He didn't know what he
wasn't
was doing.
developed.
Yeah, he wasn't like my husband Bob. I got to teach him a few things.
Yeah.
We did more than just stand up against the doorway. Yeah. Does everybody have a favorite food of all time?
Pizza all day long.
All day long.
All day long.
I'm not talking death row meal or like there's the whole, if you're stranded on a desert island, what would be your favorite food?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking just like, what if you could have, aside from now, like I guess you wake up and you're starving, or you're about to go to bed and you're starving, or midday and you can have anything. What is it?
Nachos.
What kind? From where?
From Saddle Ranch or Taco Bell. I'll take your pick. Tex-Mex.
Bell.
Not too authentic, like a Tex-Mex. Something with queso, a little queso fundido. But nachos is just, I feel like, the best meal. You can even have breakfast nachos if you're into it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Chilaquiles.
Ooh.
That's right.
Ranchero? Is it
Exactamente.
ranchero
I'm
like
trying
a
to say
big,
something in Spanish.
the ranchero thing with like the big corn taco in the
Yeah.
morning, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
like a breakfast
Very
taco?
authentic.
Yes. Very authentic.
I was once at somebody's little house party, and we woke up, or that night, somebody was like, nachos, who wants nachos? And they took out Doritos and put Doritos on a thing, and then just covered it in sour cream. And then put it in the oven.
Oh, no.
And everybody came out, and it was we should have known the person was blackout, but they were just like, who wants? They kept making it like, you guys get ready, cause you're gonna be good. Who's hungry? Who's hungry? I'm hungry. I've been making. And then it's like 45 minutes, so we're all like,
Yeah.
oh, we probably there's beans in here. There's probably maybe grilled the chicken,
Yeah.
separately. Maybe went to the store, and drove, and which was bad, but he came back with the food, and then it was just hot sour cream on Doritos.
I mean,
We ate it.
that
Yeah.
can go.
That's a delicacy in
Just like
Alabama.
Mama makes it, yeah.
That can go both ways because sometimes people get really fucked up and they're like in the zone.
Yeah.
They start seeing meals different.
Yes.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They start like, wait, maybe ho-hos should be on nachos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also from a beautiful
Yeah.
mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like having Doritos as the nacho, you don't think about that.
No.
That seems kind of brilliant.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because I already like Doritos by themselves.
Yes.
Right.
You know, a regular tortilla chip, maybe I don't like it as much by
Yes.
itself.
Right, it's
But
boring.
then you put shit on top of that.
Throw in hot sour cream.
Yeah.
I guess
yeah.
that's
Going
that
without
one.
that.
Nothing's
Yes.
more appetizing than
But if you
hot
put cheese
sour
on
cream.
the fucking nacho,
That's the voice that's always attached to
Yeah,
that.
anytime you say hot sour cream, it has to be hot sour
Yeah.
cream.
Yeah.
oh, where are you
Mom, your
from?
friend Deb is still
Staten
here.
Island.
Staten Island?
Island.
And
They're
nachos? 'Cause I
famous
was
for their
wondering if it
nachos.
has a geographical.
That's a good
No.
point. That's a good
You know?
point. Does your favorite food, is it attached to like your regional?
Oh, let's figure that out.
location?
Okay, so
Yeah.
Staten Island, it's nachos.
Yeah.
Now, is that like the stereotype, like that if you were to say you're from there, people would go, oh,
No.
I heard you guys live. No, that's yours.
Yeah, they'd say racism and meatball farms.
Gotcha.
Oh, now I'm hungry. Now I'm ready to food.
In that order.
Wait, and be from,
I'm from New England,
right.
but I'm not a clam chowder or seafood person.
Oh my gosh.
Italian grandmother, so anything pasta.
Right.
Yeah.
And it just grew up with her meatballs and all the fucking pasta, and it was the best because when you have an Italian grandmother, you could be fat or anything. She goes, "You're skin and bones." You know?
That's
That's funny.
I wish I had that.
Yeah, that's funny. They
My
are
grandma
like
was
that.
like, wow, a second helping of meatballs, huh? You know, you don't have to get seconds all the time. She used to say that to me all the time. And then my grandpa said at my peak fat, and then I ended up dropping him. My peak fat, he goes,
peak fat.
he goes, God bless him, R.I.P., love him. He goes, you know, this is right before, probably 5-6 months away from my bar mitzvah. And he just goes, you know, you can't wear sweatpants at your bar mitzvah.
People are so cruel to kids.
And I was literally mid-bat, and I was like,
Tell me you wore sweatpants.
no, I dropped some weight and got into a suit.
Good for you. Good for you.
But that was just like, oh man, and in my head, I don't know if I would have worn sweats, but I definitely was wearing a lot of those tearaway hammer pants in the 90s.
yeah.
So in my head, I was like, I'll wear those in a fucking collared shirt. I'm fine.
Rip them off and have some more dirt.
Rip them off.
At your ribbons.
I am circumcised.
Read the Torah.
Nobody wanted to know. Just read the Torah. Oh, cool. Should have rehearsed. Wait, in NorCal.
Yeah, NorCal. I would. I think my favorite meal.
Where in NorCal specifically again?
Like East Bay area, Concord, California.
Concord.
I would say
Ooh.
probably my
Thank you, sir.
favorite meal is like barbecue ribs.
Damn.
I like barbecue ribs.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, I get down with some baby backs.
What? Oh my god! This is so nostalgic.
Just not Kraft mac and cheese. It's 4 cheese sauce. The main is smoked Gouda. It's what I'm into. And then on top is some herbed breadcrumbs and fried shallots.
It tastes so good.
It's delicious.
Took your breath away.
I've never been good at making it look like you're like that. I only 2 commercials ever did I go out for that were the eating things, and both times the guy dude stopped me mid bite and he goes, dude, nobody eats like that. Because I was like, one of them was a burger, right? And I took it and I went. Even before I got to my mouth, I go, oh man. Oh. He goes, dude, it's a chicken sandwich. I go, yeah, but you want me to sell it, right? He goes, nobody makes a noise before it gets to their mouth. You haven't even tried it yet.
I beg to differ.
And then the other one was
I make all noises.
first and only commercial I ever booked was for Dunkin' Donuts, and they had these new breakfast paninis out. And I was the foreman of a construction site, and it was a huge set and all these things, and they did this big crane shot to open the commercial after they had got all these shots of like the whole, everyone working. They came here, then they went up around like this, and then it would end on me with like a paper, and I'd do this, and I was supposed to go that and get that there, and then do that, and then the guy would walk away, and I'd reach out and grab a new Dunkin' Donut breakfast panini, and I'd take a bite, and I'd say that's what I would say, no, and then I would take a bite, and then go and take it enjoy it, and then look off at my, at the house being built. But they brought out 5 on a plate, piping hot every time. It's, by the way, 7 a.m. They've all been there since 3, and so they have to get it in a couple hours. And I keep taking bites, and I would just the first time I did it, I took a bite, and I was like, and the guy goes, I go, hey man, this is too fucking hot. He goes, we don't have time, man, we gotta go again. So I better do it again. I take another one, take a bite, and I just spit it out, and I was like, and then I go to the PA kid, I go, dude, how long are you putting these microwave for? He's like, I don't know, man, we got 60 back there. They've been in the oven the whole time. I go, you gotta cool them down before you bring it to me. He's like, hey man, I'm just a PA, I'm just bringing the paninis. I'm like, yeah, but you gotta cool down the paninis, man. You see me burn it? He's like, yeah, it's hilarious. I'm like, yeah, but I have to make it look like this is enjoyable.
Did you ever run into that same?
It never aired.
That same group. They go. Next, we have Adam.ray, the panini guy.
I did the one food one I did was a Russian Snickers commercial.
Wow.
Yeah. The whole thing was I was in the middle of a desert. I was like a surfer bro, and then but I'm not at a beach. I'm in the desert. Somehow I stumble upon a bucket of Snickers. So I'm whatever I said in Russian, Podождём. And I just eat the Snickers. I'm okay, I guess it's cool. There's no waves. Whatever. I don't know, man. Russians are fucking weird, dude. I buy. And I think that did air.
Yeah. Oh, did it really?
I have no
Pull it up.
That
Yeah.
would be
Been
the
to
face
Russia.
of Russia.
Yeah, what if I see Putin and he's just oh! The Snickers guy! Snickers! Shit! The desert! All that! Oh! I'm oh shit,
Okay, you got my vote, man.
Yeah.
Did you have to film that in Russia?
No.
No.
I wish. That would have been cool.
Yeah, hilarious.
Just the
Joshua
snowy
Tree.
tundra.
Snickers is just undercover, huge budget. They're yeah, we like to go to the actual place.
Yeah.
We're gonna be where Tom Hanks took off in Castaway.
Yeah. Get in here, buddy. No, I can't remember. I think I was in Van Nuys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, so then Syracuse.
Yes.
What's the Syracuse food that people, I guess, if they're gonna go and spend a day in Syracuse, where are they going?
It's a very Italian town.
Okay.
So a lot of Italian food. When I think of Syracuse, I think of Italian food. But Syracuse, and Bobcat Goldthwait can attest to this because he's from Syracuse as well, and he has a tattoo of it, is known for salt potatoes.
Salt potatoes?
What's
Right.
those?
Just potatoes and salt.
Gotcha.
Sounds simple, but once you have them, they're life-changing. It's like these little potatoes, they boil them in salt water, and you add like a little extra seasoning afterwards, and your life is changed. And Bobcat has like a tattoo of a salt potato with a fork and a knife on his arm.
No,
Yeah.
So when I think of home, I think of salt potatoes and pierogies. There's like a Polish community there as well.
I love a pierogi.
I love a pierogi, a little pocket of food.
Pierogi is what?
It's a travel. It's a portable snack.
Cheese and potato.
It's like an empanada?
Yes.
Cool.
How dare you? How
It's
dare
a
you?
Polish empanada.
Totally different country, but it's just like an empanada.
It's like a European pot sticker.
Okay.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, and you can put it in your pocket. Save it
Napoleon
for later.
Dynamite style.
Yeah.
Pull it out exactly and eat
Take
it.
it out on the
Yeah,
bus.
that was the original cut. He's like, stay away from my pierogies. Like, I don't know, this audience is just not testing well. You gotta reach your
Pierogies are so delicious.
I love a good endorsement.
What would be your snack when Nicky Paris hits it big and people go, Nicky, we want a snack. What's your favorite snack?
You know, I would have to say I love Pringles. They come in a can. They're
So if you could have a
dense.
Nicky Paris Pringle,
Yeah.
what would your flavor be?
I think it would be like a Chipotle, something spicy.
The restaurant.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Nicky Paris is Chipotle Pringle.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You open
also-
it and it turns into a portal.
Yeah.
and
Also, it's
something right-
questionable meat. No, I don't know. Definitely maybe a Chipotle, like a Tex-Mex type flavor.
Yeah.
But I love the lips with the Pringles. Remember being in school?
That's
Anybody
right.
with the lips and like
Yeah.
this. They'd be like, kiss me. Nobody did. Nobody
Isn't
did.
that,
Not even your teacher?
No. My friend's younger
Yeah.
friend.
yeah. Is that how one of the Jenners did her the lip thing? Wasn't there
It was
like a
based
lip?
off that.
There was a lip challenge that she
Oh
did
yeah,
that got.
they put something on their mouth.
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw
people were sucking.
Careful.
I think
Say it.
the
Little
caps of
penises?
the caps of like a
Bottle?
Tide
yeah,
Pods.
like a
Tide Pods, yeah. Babe, what was it? Thanks, babe. There was- Okay, so Seattle, the food that people associate with, I would say probably salmon is something fish oriented. At least from what that was my understanding of it. As I got older, people would tell me oh, I went to Seattle and I got the salmon, and I was like, oh, well, yeah, you're welcome. Like, I didn't fucking know that was our thing, but seafood, I guess, more or less, and then coffee.
Yeah, but what was your go-to?
Oh, what was mine
Your
though?
snack, yeah.
Everything
Mom made,
from the sound.
Jewish mom, matzo ball soup.
Oh yeah.
But then also she had good spaghetti meatballs, a good just poor single mom food. You know, I don't know, gushers for dinner with
Does she cook-
sour cream on them.
Does she cook for you when you come home now?
I said too much.
Does she cook for you when you come home?
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
Can't not. Yeah.
That's amazing.
But the first time she was when I was like, I got it, you don't have to cook. But it was when she found out that I smoked pot, and I went back, and I had come back from a night of hanging out and smoking, and I come in and she's on the couch. She goes, "How was hanging out with your friends?" And I go, "Oh, it was the best." But it was my first time being high and paranoid. I was like, even though that was a very normal thing for her to ask, I was just like, "Fucking give me some space, man." And so I go into the kitchen. I go, "Oh, it's fine." And she goes, "Are you okay?" I go, "Yeah, no." She goes, "How's Ben? How's John?" I go, "They're still brothers. Fuck off," you know. And then I get in the kitchen and I take the spaghetti meatballs she had. I make a plate. I put it in the microwave. I come down and sit down and join her in the TV room. And we're sitting there, and then she's like, "Are you okay? You seem weird." And I go, "No, it's a long night. I'm tired. It's just like, you know how it is when you come back home and you're seeing everybody and you see them for 2 months and then you're hanging out." I'm just like not making any sense. And she goes, "Well, I'm glad you're home and you're in your own house. You can sleep in your own bed." I go, "Fuck yeah, I'm pumped for that." She goes in the kitchen. She goes over to the microwave, and all of a sudden she goes, "Adam." I go, "What?" I'm like, "Fuck, what?" She goes, "You didn't turn the microwave on." And then I go, "Oh, I thought we were going to one of those new microwaves where it just recognized the food and heated up itself." And she goes, "What?" And I go, "Fuck." And then she goes, "What's wrong with you?" And then I go, "I don't know, I'm bugging." And then I just spiraled, and then I told her that I was high. And then she was like, "What?" And then to put in my mom's credit, she goes, "You want me to make cookies?"
Yeah.
She made cookies.
Oh,
And
that's
I
the
sat
antidote.
there and I fucking scooped my meatballs and spaghetti with a cookie. And fucking vampire back on the couch.
That's mom of the year shit,
Classic,
but also enabler.
Yeah.
Total
I
enabler.
understand this bar
She's like,
mitzvah.
they're pot cookies.
She's like, that's all you had to say, bro. Brings out the bong. She's like, it's on. Let's put on Cheech and Chong. I'll put some cookies in the oven.
Being high in front of your mom and having to hide it, like the most
done it.
traumatic. Oh, many times.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Why are your eyes red?" I'm like, "I've been crying."
Yeah, just something
like,
way
okay.
worse. I've been crying all day. About what? I don't want to talk about it.
I did always. There were always the kid.
Just
the kid.
abortion.
I had an abortion today, and I just don't want to talk about anything
Well,
else.
that is, yeah, you gotta go big if you want to be able to back off.
Yeah.
I was always
David's dead.
David!
Fell out of the
I
car.
didn't know you had friends named David. You don't know anything about me.
David said he fell out.
You don't know anything about me. You're like, what the hell?
Make me cookies.
Yeah, I'm thinking weird thoughts. Good night.
Hold
Yeah,
up,
we'll come
wait,
back to it.
Mark, please.
This stuff, A5 Wagyu. So just super hard sear, some smoked salt, black garlic aioli, and charred Japanese scallions.
That is delicious.
You know what this tastes like?
It.
It tastes like everything's gonna be okay.
It does.
It does. There's certain foods that put you and
Good mood.
in a good mood, at
Yeah.
ease, like almost make you I mean, that is what's crazy. I think I was about to say music, but music,
Which is what you hear in Alaska with the moose.
moose music. We're starting a band. Jimmy out.
It's just
Hi, Shocks. Tired of having Moose not play instruments? What? Get this guy out of here. No, there's certain music. Wait, there's certain music.
I'm sorry, I'm just picturing. You're dealing with ADD here. Now
I
I'm
know, you
picturing
can't go
a
so
fucking
fast.
place in Alaska called
No,
Moose Sick. You walk in and just a bunch of mooses going.
Yeah, it's all trumpets.
No, wait.
What
Now, is
the
it
hell?
real? Well, that's
It's
the dumb
farts.
question. I was about to go, is it real moose playing? No, it's guys dressed in moose suits, or
It's real mooses.
is it real? It's real, or is it like Chuck E. Cheese animatronic band, but it's all
Oh,
mooses?
Friday at night.
Friday at Night.
Yeah.
You see that movie?
Oh yeah.
Wild.
Was that Nick Cage?
Yeah.
God, I love him.
Never
I know,
bad.
I know it's
Nick
a very
Cage.
polarizing subject.
Hi, I'm Nick
Like,
Cage. I'm never bad. I'm never bad.
Damn, dude.
I love everything he does.
That was
Same.
damn.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Let's
movie,
all-
bad
wait.
movie.
Let's all go around. Let's all go around and do a Nick Cage impression.
Oh, God.
You have to say,
Oh, Jesus.
"This Wagu is great." Okay, Brent first.
Okay.
I'll start off.
Not
Ready?
yet.
This Wagu is great. Or how about this? You can just make the
Yeah.
Cage noise that after tasting the Wagyu. How about that?
Okay.
So here's Nick Cage having a piece of Wagyu. Ready?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Is that one have the
Now try A5 steak.
That was a little Nixon.
Oh yeah.
It's getting worse.
Yeah. All right, new game.
Oh no,
everyone's favorite
everybody
color.
has to try.
This is your fault because the second Brent said something about ADD, we all went major ADD.
Yeah.
It like got contagious.
I was thinking the moose can play the trumpet.
No,
I was
that's
thinking
Napoleon
it.
Dynamite. All right, I'm done.
All right, Brent, try
Else.
it. Nick.
I'm not an impression guy.
Wagyu is delicious.
Okay, and that's a wrap.
Hey,
up
I
for
entered
today.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh, you did?
I entered Nicolas
what?
Cage at
Whoa.
the premiere of The Massive Talent, and he was
Whoa.
had a very sexy demeanor, very to himself. And his son was there with long hair. He looked like
Yeah.
Chewbacca. I got to meet the whole family. My son.
The whole family.
Yeah. My first question to the son is, do you use Fructis Garnier? I asked the hard-hitting questions.
It's a great shampoo.
That's the hard-hitting. It is a great
It's a
shampoo.
great shampoo.
Him and his son, love him.
Wow.
Very talented.
All right,
so
that
that
was
was
pretty good.
what I thought the impression.
That was pretty good.
Oh, well. I'll work on it.
We'll call you back.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm trying to find it.
Cage
It's not there.
tasting.
Oh wait, what are
A5.
we saying?
Just reacting to great A5
Yeah.
Wagyu.
This Wagu is great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it.
No, that was great.
I went in.
Yeah, you
The
went
energy
in.
was
I
there.
feel like I got like an A4 on it.
Yeah.
That's a steak
Dang.
callback.
That's
You're
a
welcome.
steak
folks.
callback. Great restaurant somewhere.
I don't even think I know. I just know he does like that a lot.
Okay, so I'm last.
We can
I'm
combine
at one.
ours. That's perfect.
I feel like everything's in
Yeah,
line.
sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, you're the best. Little ice, a little Casey Azul, please.
She's the sweetest.
She's the best.
Yeah, you got a peach.
My sweet wife used to work at Papa J's. Babe, when you're done pouring my cocktail,
Really?
if you wouldn't mind
here
stepping into frame, you're already late with the drink. No, if you wouldn't mind stepping into the cam and showing everyone how you used to toss the Papa John dough, because it's a very funny
That's
visual.
amazing.
Thank you for this. If we can get a good
Where's
cam.
the camera?
Wait, where's your cam? Right here?
So I didn't.
Hey!
That's how they would toss the potato into
That's
the
how she dances at weddings.
Shut up.
It's the pizza
What do you think?
maker.
I got my one of two moves. I have this.
You guys got some
and
killers.
This.
Yeah. You don't need many. When they're that good, you only need the one.
How about this? Your local pizzeria in NorCal.
I mean,
Concord.
they were all, it was all pretty much chains. Did you guys have Round Table Pizza?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did,
Did you guys have
years.
Mountain Mike's?
No.
Okay, maybe that's where I saw the dough tossers.
Nice.
Mountain Mike's Pizza.
Mike's.
Yeah, they
Through
had
the
the,
window?
you know, they had the pepperonis that like turn into like cereal bowls of grease.
Yep.
You know, they like flip up. That
Yep.
shit's the best.
Yeah, everyone loves a little cereal bowl of grease.
Did you have a Shakey's at all?
Shakey's,
Shakey's
I didn't
Pizza.
know until I moved to Los Angeles.
Yeah, I didn't.
Is that the one with the parlor?
Yes. And they had like cars you could sit in.
That's cool.
Yeah. We would have a lot of
Experience.
Is it a dealership? What?
Yeah, you get a car, get a car.
Take it for a spin. Here's a za.
Oh my
Man, why do they have
Two
this
pies
low
per
rate pizza and
sedan.
Lamborghini? This is
Yeah,
really counter-consumable.
We got
You
the
said you
divorced
worked at
dad
Pizza
deep
Place?
dish.
When I was 13.
He worked at a pizza place.
It was kind of a traumatic story.
Please,
Villamonte.
the floor is yours.
And
What's
you
it
guys are
called?
gonna make fun. It was called Villamonte. I was 13,
Oh, Villamonte.
and he used to call me Nicole, the hostess, and he used to go Nicole, and I'd be like yes. And then when he went to go pay me, I have a little brother with special needs, and my mom would have to leave my brother alone, and he wouldn't pay him unless I showed him my nipple. And I did because my mom was waiting.
The owner will make him show his nipple.
That's on me.
I was
Your
13,
nipple?
bringing that
and I was upset. Listen, I was 13, but
You
I
don't think I
said
take
this
over.
only happens to people who are really hot, so that helped me get through it.
There's a lot of creeps in the world, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's a lot of creeps.
But did you see the dough?
Yeah, it was
Answer the question.
So that's your
Yeah, you were traumatized and abused. But like, what was the other one?
that's your pizza making origin story.
Yeah, that was my beginning of my first job.
What would he
at
say when
Villamonte.
you showed him the
He'd
nipple?
be like, Nico, show me your nipple. And I would be like, Miguel, my mom's waiting outside. He'd be like, you want to get paid? I'd be like, fine. And I
is
would
Which
go,
one? The left or the right?
Both. It was bigger.
Yo.
That's so weird.
That was,
Yeah.
that was
weird
my fault.
things that
Adam takes over the question.
There's weird.
You guys asked. I mean, how could I not tell about that? Was my
It's a
first
great
job.
Yeah.
Maybe he really
Villamonte.
liked pepperoni.
Yeah, mine were a little burnt around the edges.
Yeah, little pepperoni nipples.
Little
Me and nipple,
charcoal
that's
brown.
Where is he now?
Prison.
Rightfully so.
Surprise! Come on out.
Miguel,
Miguel.
remember me?
Remember me. That's your ID to get into these like parties.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Other
god.
than that, it was pretty great.
Wait, now riddle me this though. The job in and of itself was it like?
Riddle me this.
Yeah, you're turning into a villain. Your
Who was
pizza
your
making
origin
origin
story?
story. Riddle me this.
Riddle me this.
There's a bomb underneath your chair.
Riddle me this. During your surface molestation, did you ever see the dough need it?
So you met the pepperoni, huh?
One of these steak skewers had poison in it.
Answer quickly, Brian. Why? Was it me?
Wait. Okay.
Wait.
Where was it? I'm kind of in the camp of like anything goes on a pizza.
Yeah.
I'm
Pineapple?
down. Very much so.
Me
Yeah.
too.
I get ridiculed for it though. A lot of people get really offended when you say you like
I
it.
got you, man.
Thanks for having me.
How you dealing with that
That's why I
emotionally?
brought you here, man. You're safe now.
Are you talking to someone about that?
Yeah, my therapist.
Are you unpacking that?
I really am. I really am, and I don't have to apologize for like.
No, you don't. You do not.
Oh my
don't
god.
have
What
to
a weird thing to go hard in the paint on, by the way. Like when you do say it, people are like, ooh, yeah. Well, how do you even sleep at night? And you're like, fuck out of my house. Totally. It's people have such a harsh opinion about it. I don't know.
What happens if you have no life? You argue over pineapple.
Totally.
Yeah, I think I did on a podcast, and I made a very strong stance against pineapple on pizza. But I was cornered, and I'm not gonna. You know what? Fuck that. I'm
What'd you
sticking
Are you
with it.
anti-pineapple?
Yeah, I just didn't get
You
it.
stayed quiet. Still don't get it, do you?
I do
I
agree with
stayed
all the
quiet here
flavors.
because now I'm seeing the
Yeah.
other side. This is like when a kid who grew up racist, and then he has one of those panels, and then people talk about their experiences, and I'm backtracking
Yep.
now, so I want to apologize. I just didn't know.
Hey, we see you.
But what'd you
We
say?
see you. and we feel you.
Dead. I don't want them on my buses or my motor boots or, the pineapple.
Real quick, what is our stance on Irish goodbye? I had this conversation.
I wish
with
I did it
someone.
more.
There's an art to it.
That's
What is our feeling about it?
Necessary.
Necessary.
Yeah.
It's self-care.
It's too hard to leave. Half my career is based off bits like that. But I'm not even kidding. But like truly, you feel like you gotta say bye to everyone, but that is a little narcissistic to think anybody gives a shit about you right now.
That's true.
Or talking
I'm leaving,
about
by
you
the
on the
way.
way home.
I'm leaving.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
gonna be
go.
sad?
Are you?
Here's my breath to stay with you. We're like,
Yeah. Or I fucked up that handshake goodbye, and then I'm in the car going, they're gonna be talking about that handshake. I fucked that handshake. In reality, no, they're moving on.
I gotta be honest though, it depends on the person. Because some guys are like, great, they'll be fine. But some girls, being the gay best friend to many girls, I'm like, she's getting her ass eaten in the bathroom stall. Will she get home safe? Don't I have friends like that? And I'm like, she's had 9 Four Locos.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
A little bit of the vape pen.
I wouldn't eat her ass if she had 9.
Like 7 is my limit.
That's a ticking time bomb.
Also depends on how many people there are at the function, I'm sure, right? If there's like 300, you're like, I can
goodbye.
get there.
And then what if you run into the person you hadn't said hello to yet? And you gotta say goodbye. You gotta do the hello first.
That's the worst.
And then the goodbye, you gotta make a quick hello, then you look rude.
Yeah. You gotta put it on them.
You
have to be like, where the hell have you been? How long have you been here?
I gotta go.
2 hours.
You don't say hello.
Well, I gotta leave. Thanks for saying hi.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Years of failing. I learned that's what you do. Put it on them. Put it on them. It's never your fault, kids. Before I knew what an Irish exit was, I'm like 16, I said, I'm gonna do a gentleman's leave. And he goes, what is that? And I'm just a little buzzed, and I went, I'm just gonna say something that I wanna do and then just leave. So I went up to my friends and go, man, I need a bath. And then I left, and I took a bath. Just in hopes they called. They called, where are you? I go, I'm in the bath. And I always thought that was my
gentleman's leave. That's funny.
What time were you leaving the party? Was it like 2 a.m.?
No, it was like 11. I had a curfew. And then I thought, man, I'm a genius that I just thought of that. And then I realized, oh, no, it's just an Irish goodbye, and that's just some weird thing I said.
It's a fancy.
You know when you're a kid and you think you came up with that idea?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you didn't? Like, oh, this shit, circle under the table, punch, you're like, genius. It's like, no, every kid's doing
The
that.
finger dick trick. I remember the first kid that did that. I thought
Is that what your teacher got you?
Is that what if you say that's when you stick your finger down your dick hole, I'm gonna be pissed. The finger dick
A
trick?
little different. You put your zipper down and put your finger through it. So that
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. I'd call that like the finger zipper trick.
Oh yeah.
Zipper check.
I remember the first time I saw Ronald McDonald live at a McDonald's, and I was starstruck.
You don't have to brag about your rich childhood.
That's crazy. And where I'm from, we only got Grimace. That piece of shit.
Wow, yeah, Grimace was the C Squad.
Yeah.
Where did you come from?
Nobody wanted Grimace at a birthday party.
He has nothing to do with hamburgers.
Well, everybody
wants to shake.
He's like a drop of grease or something.
There's never even been a shot of him holding a McDonald's product.
No. He's how your stomach
just in
feels
the
after you eat
background.
that shit.
He's what?
He's how your stomach feels after you eat that
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
If you cut him open, he's full of McNuggets. Yeah.
So I think we're gonna chill here. I think for chicken, and then maybe even pop out and have a drink on the patio. Come back for pizza and dessert.
Dessert? Is this where we don't leave?
By DiGiorno.
Is this a dessert resort?
Spell it.
Hi, none of you are leaving. You're at the dessert resort. We're sweetness.
Okay, fuck you. That's a
Baby
great
death.
idea. Sweet Miss Baby Death. Okay, real quick side story. Shooting Adam Devine's house party, stand-up show that Adam did, and Blake, we were out there in Hawaii. Remember?
Yes, it was
And
awesome.
I was doing audience warm-up and then in a few of the videos. And so I had all day, every day just to chill at Turtle Bay Resort in Hawaii, where they shot
Awesome.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall and fucking Mike and Dave New Wedding Dates. And so we're out there, and so, Blake and Durs are out there too, and we got all day, every day to kick it. Hang glide, paraglide, astroglide, whatever you want. And so
It's all there.
It's all there.
Is that a package?
So at one point I'm down, and during the whole day, it was on a non-stand-up day, so it was just shooting. So I'm at the pool, then gym, then back to the pool, then just drinking, and I had maybe like 6 Bloody Marys. and I walk into the I walk into where they're shooting. It's about 8 p.m. They're almost done for the night, and this is right before. Remember, like we got kicked off the patio and they arrested those 2 PAs for smoking weed.
Yeah.
Boring.
You think Hawaii would be freaking chill?
Yeah, you think it would be.
Wow, yeah.
And so I walk up to Adam and he goes, how's your day, man? I go, man, I've just been chilling, man. He goes, look at you. I go, just sucking down a Bloody Mary. And my mouth just did what it just did right there and just went a little to the south. And Adam just goes, oh God. he goes, Bloody Marys? He goes, where are they serving those? And that was the rest of the fucking trip. Was where every time he saw me, he was like, you got a Bloody Mary on town?
Bloody Mary.
Fun conversation questions for the table.
Absolutely.
We'll see. I wrote some like any wild nightmare or dream recently. So that's one of mine. And then if you want to Google,
I mean,
and that's how I phrased it, by the way.
Can I just pause on your question? Picture you're the person that has to look up questions for a dinner party, right? And you open with, what's your wildest dream or nightmare you guys had recently?
Any horrible nightmares lately?
Yeah, I was like,
Anybody want to share a horrible nightmare they've had?
I don't know if we should be hanging out with this guy.
Yeah.
Who brought him?
or a wild dream.
Or a wild. It could be sexual.
Those are the worst. Listening to someone's dreams,
I know.
it's the worst.
Well, now that we're here.
Well, I'm glad I asked.
They tell you a lot about a person.
Okay,
They do.
Dreams. You know what I mean? Like if you have a dream about a snake or something, that'll mean something.
Like what?
I haven't had a dream about a snake. You know, I had a dream where I couldn't
Definitely had a dream about a snake. Wanted us to say we had a dream about a snake.
No.
No.
Snake means you're gonna die.
Not
A
that I
snake
am.
means something very grave. A snake is bad. If you have, I had a dream where something happened and it was in danger and I had to run, but I couldn't move my body.
Paralysis.
And I would have this dream so many times that I eventually figured out how to run backwards.
In the dream?
Mm-hmm. Took me like 15 tries.
That's amazing.
Oh my God.
That's like the
Like
Matrix.
What does that mean?
Inception did.
I don't know. Somebody on Facebook said that
Still don't know what that movie
I felt
means,
stuck
but-
in my life. But I don't know if that's true.
Oh, there could be something to that.
That's Taco Bell. Some delete
No
that.
more chalupas after
I got a
11.
good dream that maybe I shouldn't tell. I'm not bringing a mood down with it because it's a positive dream.
no.
Was it a sex dream?
Oh, no. No, I've had, I don't want to even get into those. I've had so many sex dreams where, no bullshit, she's gone, I can't, I have a boyfriend. No bullshit, and then I wake up.
Oh.
I had it on repeat in high school. No. My little brother passed away recently, and I had a dream where he visited me. First time I saw him.
Wow.
And it's like a Gatsby 1920s party. And I'm talking to him, and he's got the haircut he always bitched he couldn't get. He had the facial hair he always wanted. He had the back to his triathlon body. And he's looking over my shoulder as I keep rambling the entire time. And I'm trying to tell a story. He goes, I have to go to the bathroom. Goes to the bathroom, comes back. I go, so anyway, and I keep going. And then he goes, I have to go to the bathroom. Finally, I go, Matt, can you let me finish the story? He goes, shut up. I'll hear it later. And then I woke up, and I thought, maybe the happiest I was in a long time, because I was like,
Wow.
if that's where he is, I gotta fucking get there. That seemed like he's having a great time. So that's a positive one. It's sad because of the.
I thought you were going to say
events.
your brother went to the bathroom and Irish exited it.
I think he was doing coke. Because he went like 7 times, but it seemed like a fucking great party. It was like some Gatsby-esque party shit going on. People looked awesome. They're in nice suits, and I was just rambling, and he was like, okay.
I just finished that book. That's
He
weird.
was just embarrassed.
Yeah, that is wild. I
Yeah,
mean,
and then when I woke up happy for the first time in a long time, I was like, oh, okay. And then called my mom. I wasn't going to tell her, and she goes, "So weird thing happened. Your brother just had a dream about your brother."
What the
Yeah,
hell?
the same night.
Are you fucking
in a
serious?
different place.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's strange.
And I don't know what I believe in, but I thought, okay, that fucking puts me at ease. If there's after this, that type of thing where I can get the haircut I want, the body I want.
Not even worried about seeing his brother. He's like, I'm gonna look good.
By the way, I think it's pretty obvious he didn't want to see me. I think he was like,
He's
fuck,
busy.
your brother's here. What do you mean he's here? He better not be dead. This better just be one of those things I gotta get through. Yes, so.
That's funny. You should make that a joke.
Right, yeah,
That's
dude.
That's what it felt
funny.
like. You're gonna have to go. You're in shorts.
Isn't it?
And you have,
You're embarrassing me.
and you have a Jerry curl. What the fuck?
Oh, are you kidding?
That's really funny.
In my heaven, I'll be a black guy.
In my heaven, I'll be a black guy.
Which part?
I think which part?
Just the
Right
Jerry
body.
curl.
I don't care about the penis. I just want to look at me. Just the body.
Do we even celebrate Arbor Day?
No.
Wouldn't it be
Unfortunately, we should, goddammit.
I know.
Is that
It's
a
the day
voting holiday?
for the trees.
For the trees.
I was actually thinking the same thing. I didn't want to talk. I thought
That would be, I think
What do you do on Arbor Day? Like,
I don't even know. I think you just go.
Plan something.
Thank God.
Thank
we
you.
got 'em. Yeah, thank you. I
Do
know.
a, smoke some trees. Do a bunch of blow.
No, you smell the air that good trees
Let's go
provide.
fucking talk to trees. Or climb them. I don't know. Some trees.
turn them into paper. Have an idea.
Couldn't fucking pay. Just cut one down.
This is Nicolas Cage's audition for Arbor Day the movie.
Arbor Day the movie.
All right. Oh, here's another one from the list. What was your most embarrassing moment ever?
Most embarrassing.
Oh my God! I just
lot,
no, I
I'm
can't.
trying to think of all the times I've shit my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few of those.
It gets easier.
Yeah,
every
it gets
time.
easier.
Yeah.
Does that happen often?
No.
I was going to talk to you about probiotics. And
Well, and we're actually sponsored by Pepto Bismol.
Get
One of the
it in
catchiest-
so you don't leak in
One of the
the.
catchiest jingles of all time.
Diarrhea.
Yeah, but how do you get there? Do you remember the
Upset
lyric?
stomach.
I'll
No,
give you
it
the
goes-
full thing.
Go.
When you've got heartburn, nausea, indigestion, upset stomach.
Diarrhea.
Gotta get out
Yeah,
of
that's
here, dude.
yeah,
that's
that's
really
Hey, you
good.
know who wrote that?
Paul McCartney.
Yes. Yes.
No.
I'm not joking.
Are you serious?
No.
No, you're joking, right?
It's a white album.
I'm gullible. Are you joking?
What if Paul McCartney?
It's a B-side on the white
It's
album.
a B-side on the White Album.
Because I think we killed the wrong Beatle.
So chicken thigh, marinated, grilled. I just added edamame because, you know, we all need a vegetable and every now and then. I really like super short grain Japanese, like sushi rice. So I use some of that and then I crisp it up in the pan.
But it's funny because scent is the strongest thing linked to memory. And so I think it's just
Interesting.
ingrained in our brain that you can almost conjure up someone's scent without actually smelling them per
Yeah.
se. It's just sort of like something
Yeah.
that's on the senses.
I totally believe that.
Yeah.
That's so
So
true.
yeah, my mom. Way to bring it
great.
down. Do you want to talk about your
Wait,
dead
wow.
brother again?
No, wait, let me ask you a question though. I used to do this when we can.
Well, I do have a sweater of his that it's not being washed. I sniff some days. But go
Does
ahead.
it still
Anyway.
hold its
I
scent?
was just
Yeah.
gonna ask that question if you held on to items
Yes.
to. Okay.
My sister packed my car after we sold our childhood home. My sister packed my car for me, and then there's like these vent things you can put in the car.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't know she did this. So I pick up my car, it's like midnight, I'm exhausted. I get into the car to bring it around to my garage, and I get this overwhelming aura of my mother.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, she's in the car with me. I know she's here with me. And then my sister's like, I sprayed the car with mom's perfume. And I'm like, bitch, I thought she was like really there. It was like a whole bottle. It was intense, like warn a bitch. I was like, I was looking for her. I'm like, this bitch died?
It's like when you see a bird and you're like, it's a sign.
Yes.
It's mom on that
Yeah.
branch.
Are you that way with like animals and
Nobody that's died has ever visited me. And all these.
Great opening line of something. You gotta write that
I've
down.
been waiting my whole life. My grandma, we were so close, never came to me in a dream. The casket closed, never saw him again.
Wow,
Are you
he's gonna leave so fucking depressed.
I know. When I was a little
PTSD.
boy, my grandpa used to have this figurine of Batman and Madonna.
Yeah.
And I remember
Together?
asking
As you
him
do,
for it.
very
Together?
common.
Yes, together. And I
Parents.
asked him for it, and he said no. And then when he died, they gave it to me. So now I have it, but I feel like he doesn't really want me to have it. So I feel this guilt. And Batman fell off the shelf and broke the other day, but I still have Madonna. I know.
Is there a story behind why that couple?
I don't. I
think of famous
maybe make them
couples.
role play. I don't know, but I just remember being 6 and be like, "Grandpa, can I have that?" And he said no, and then he died. And now I have it.
Wow.
So it's, I
Fuck
feel
you,
guilty
Grandpa.
Yeah, I
having
do
the
because he
figurine.
didn't want you to have it.
Not
But now
that
I
way
do.
anymore.
You broke it. Obviously, he was
I think
right.
that was God. I just
was
fell
good.
off the shelf, and it was.
We'll get a better shelf, man.
Yeah.
Did you put that shelf together?
I did.
Yeah.
Could have been him going, I said, no Batman!
It doesn't listen.
My Aunt Shirley used to do this a lot of restaurants towards the end of her life.
No.
Kind of like 96, I
Wow.
think. She'd go, hey, like in restaurants. I'm like, sure, they're already on the way over.
no.
Yeah. God bless her. She was, she said, I love you. The only time she ever said it was probably about 2 weeks before she passed. And she, but every, hey, hold up. And every other time I would go, Shirley, I love you. She'd go, all right. Just saucy gal from Dallas, Texas, just in a home. I go, Shirley, her and my uncle were married for 65 years and they got old timers and that was the old thing. And then she was in the home and she was like, I got a sometimes boyfriend. And I was like, what does that mean? She goes, sometimes we hold hands. I go, that's the cutest shit I've ever heard. I go, what's his name? She goes, Dick. I go, I didn't ask why you were dating him. She goes, oh, stop that. I go, what's his last name? Swear to God, Justice. I go,
No.
Shirley, you're dating Dick Justice? I go, did you meet him before or after he was a detective / gay porn star? And she goes, oh, stop that. I just met him in the home. And I go, well, I gotta meet him. I can't wait to meet him. She goes, you can't. He passed away 6 days ago. I go, Jesus Christ. She goes, that's my life. I make friends and then they die. Very funny. And I go, all right, well, I gotta go, Shirley. I love you. All right. And then that was the end of it. Yeah.
She died.
Do you think you've ever encountered a ghost?
Yep.
Oh, did he just burp one up?
No, yeah, it's just
Brett's
left.
brother's back, round 2.
Wait, did it start?
Yeah.
What the hell?
I don't know if I encountered a ghost, but I encountered something that was the most miraculous, unexplainable, important experience of my entire life. I was in Italy reading this book called One Italian Summer, which is a book about a girl whose mother...
In Italy?
In Italy.
That's so
Wow. That's
reading a book about a girl whose mother had just died. My mom died a few years ago. And in the book, this girl's mother dies and she finds her in Italy. She finds her mom before she was born. So it's like this really cool timeline story. Anyways, I'm sitting on a balcony in Italy, Sorrento, stone cold sober, no drugs, didn't do drugs the night before, wasn't drinking, completely sober, reading this book, and in this part of the book, the girl sees her mother for the first time. And it just made me think about my own mom, and I was just like, God, I really just want to see her. I just want to see her. I just want to see her face. And as I said that, the street's empty except for this one woman walking. And for all intents and purposes, it was my fucking mom. I don't know how to explain this, but this woman walked like my mother. She had a dress on like my mom, the same purse my mother would wear, the same haircut, skin tone, hair color, cadence, like the way she walked. It was so unbelievable, and I was so like tuned into this woman, and I'm like, I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. And before I could think about it, I wanted to go down and see her, but I was like, I can't, I just have to watch her. And then I grabbed a photo of her, and I sent it to my sister, and we just were like, Mom's not dead. The bitch is living life in Italy.
Whoa,
She's
your
with
mom.
Tupac.
Yeah.
She's with Tupac. So I don't know if that's a ghost, but all I know is I saw her from the side. I looked at this woman, and it was my mom.
It'd be cool if you said everything was the same, but she lifted her shirt and it said Thug Life.
She showed me one nipple and said, "Tell Nicky Paris." I said, "Wow."
Prior to that, did you believe in any sort of, having those types of signs or symbols be a higher power?
I'm open to that.
Yeah.
I've experienced things that are unexplainable, and I'd rather be like, I don't know what that was, than that's nothing.
Yeah.
Wait, now when you see a ghost, is it true that you get like a cold chill?
I get a cold sore, but
Damn.
But it was Italy, and it was
I
summer.
was in Italy, and my mom had met other ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is time and fun? Just let's not bring up cold sores. Next question.
Pizza. It's a semolina dough, grilled, and then I pan-fried it to get the bottom crispy. Fresh mozz. They got that cupping pepperoni. So I made a fermented garlic honey, bread and butter jalapenos. I'm a ranch and hot sauce kind of guy.
Yeah.
So I made some ranch with a whole bunch of herby kind of. There's a lot of dill and parsley and stuff in there. And then I made a couple different hot sauces depending on what you like.
You work at food?
I did.
Where?
BJ's Pizzeria.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was dope, but they want me to cut my hair, so.
No, you grew the hair out
I've
when?
literally never cut my hair ever in my life.
Stop!
No,
You're
I'm just
lying.
Did they try to get you in a hairnet?
What I would do is they told me my hair couldn't touch my shoulders, so before work every day, when I was living with Adam and Kyle, I would take about an hour, and they would pin my hair up into itself, so it kind of looked like I was in like British Parliament. But, I would roll
like
to
a founding
work.
father.
Yeah, I would roll to work with my hair pinned up, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's legit. Even though it would have looked way better if I just had it down, but instead it was like I had a crazy fucking powdered wig on. But yeah, eventually the manager was like, you didn't cut your hair, did you? Because like strands were just coming down and shit, and I'm like, well, I gotta quit now.
Have you ever, there's probably been parts you've gone in for where they were like, if you cut your hair, we can do, or no?
Yeah, I could have been Iron Man, but yeah. It's like, I'm good actually, I'm chill. They're like, Captain America? I'm like, nah, I'll just keep the hair.
Any of the Marvel people. Thor? No, Thor's taken. Who else?
Yeah.
Aquaman.
Yeah, no dice. I'm gonna give that to my boy Momoa.
Would you rather, oh God, these are bad. Would you rather, oh God. All right, I can't say when these were written or what I was on.
Just random.
Would you rather never have to wipe after pooping or every month randomly your shower will be cum instead of water?
I never have to wipe when I'm pooping. Why wouldn't that be great?
All right.
You're not saying there's poop all over my asshole. It just seems like I'm a guy who never has to wipe.
Yeah, dumbass. Yeah, fucking butter rectangle bitch.
What's your favorite city?
How can Brent never have to
Why does it have to be that? Why does it have to be that shower?
Rather move to feudal war-torn Japan or
Palm Springs in the winter.
Or Mykonos.
First time seeing a pair naked?
Oh God! We got
My dad would pee with his. I'll never get over
keep
this.
going.
No, it's traumatizing.
I love Brent, dude. Throw out any
He
question,
never-
he jumps right in.
Oh no!
No, he would pee like I'd think, yeah, and then I would run in and just see from behind he's just
No hands?
no hands.
Oh,
And then I tried
that's
that
how you know
recently.
he's swinging.
Went everywhere, and I realized my dad has a bigger dick than me.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It hangs down.
But you're a kid, why were you even concerned about that?
Yeah.
I'm
He
saying
means
now.
recently.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
No, it's like
On
it's,
reflection.
I thought you were
No, I
it's
tried
like the
it.
end of like
that was Tuesday.
it's like the end of Usual
It used to pain
Suspects.
me.
Like he's like reliving life. He's
Yeah.
like, oh my god, he had a huge dick the whole time. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Because he never, every time I walked in, every day I walked in, every hour I walked in, and he just always had his
Every
hands-
hour.
Oh, well, you know, he had a prostate thing. But no, I just noticed he never put his hands on it. It was always this.
That's fire.
And I was like,
Probably really relaxed.
Yeah,
It was like
yeah,
relaxing.
but I've been relaxed.
yeah. He's got.
I
a
can't
pose.
do that unless I'm doing this.
Not as cool looking for sure.
It's not a small penis, but it kind of goes.
I knew a kid in elementary school that pulled his pants
It's
all
not
the
big
way
enough
down
to
when
kind
he
of go
peed.
down.
You ever see that kid? The elementary
Well,
school
yeah,
pulled his
they-
pants all the way down when he peed.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's like when your parents do it. You never learn anything different.
I think it's cool
Yes.
to do that now. If like
Yeah.
now it's a power move.
That's
if you
fine.
walk into a public restroom and homie's got everything down to the ankles, you're
At like
like,
a Denny's.
don't mess with that guy.
You hear the
You
bell
know who
hit the
did
floor.
that?
That's pretty
Saxon
traumatic though
man.
that your parents like make you like. I had a similar thing. Me and my brother were at Six Flags and my dad took us all into the handicap stall and made us face the wall while he peed.
Well, you can't.
Why?
It's either that or you get kidnapped. So.
Yeah, that's a good dad.
I would have rather been kidnapped. I think I would have rather been in a van.
Gummy worms. No. I love gummy worms.
Did you guys ever have that worms and dirt? I just made that, but like chefy. The base is what's called a pot de creme. I made the gummy bear or the gummy worms. There's different flavored ones. There's some tangerine, tart cherry, and then Aperol, and there's a little bit of edible rocks as well.
Last time you been on a swing.
Everything's a question.
But I'm genuinely curious.
I have kids, so I'm
You do?
on swings.
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
2,
Oh, how old?
10 and 2.
Dang, you got a 10-year-old. Wow.
10 still in the swing
Young
zone?
dad.
You're right.
Dude, you never leave the swing zone.
Welcome to the zone. The swing,
swing
zone. Thank you. Thank you for picking that one up, Nicky Paris.
I got you.
God bless. You got shit all over your teeth. Is it chocolate? You look, I can't say what it looks like. You look like you just got off a train.
This is crack.
That one's got a little crack
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, that one's got a sprinkle of
Got a
something
nice
different.
burn going on.
I like that. Do you go to a shop or something? Or do you still buy from like kids in the alleyway?
No, but I am getting a lot of weed given to me after shows now.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm sure you guys.
That's my claim to fame. I've literally never bought weed in my life.
Well, how much, you have to vet the person. Like there's sometimes I get a guy, I ran into him in the bathroom of the comedy club in New Jersey on Sunday, and he goes, get the fuck out of here. I goes, what the fuck, dude? I'm about to watch you on stage right now. And I go, good to see you, man. I go, it's gonna be a great show. You pumped? He goes, I'm fired up, man. Dr. Phil, dude. Dr. Phil, take this. Just ground up 2 joints that were just smashed into his pocket, and he goes, you're welcome, let me know if you need more. And I go, I'm actually all set on this, man. And he goes, oh, really? I go, yeah, it looks like it fell apart in your pants. He goes, oh, my bad. All right, I'll see you after the show.
That is, I've never returned weed, no matter how bad. Usually, like,
I was gonna do it.
You know, it's really wild if they took, like, you know how, like, cigarettes come in, like, plastic, like, and you pull the plastic off?
Yes.
But then there's the little top. They'll, like, put the weed in the top of a cigarette packet top and then, like, burn that closed and be like, here you go, bro. That's the good shit right there. And you're like, that has crack on it. That has crack.
I did it once in...
now that has crack.
I think we were at Houston Improv, and me and Jason Collins and some fans came to like a bar after, and they're like, you guys were great, man. You want to smoke? We're gonna smoke. And we're like, yeah, sure. So they hit it and give it to me, give it to Jason, and then they hit it and everybody's talking, and then all of a sudden I thought I was in purgatory. Like I thought I was in, like, you know, the waiting room of Beetlejuice type situation. Like, oh, I think I passed out, or I'm in an ambulance, and so I'm having a complete freak out.
Yeah.
So I just take off, and the guy hosting for us was driving us, and so I wait by his car, and then I get a text from Jason. He goes, where are you? I go, I'm by the car. He goes, I'm by the car. We got to get out of here. I feel nuts. I go, I'm by the car. We were on opposite sides of the same car, and we couldn't find each other for 5 minutes. That's how fucking high we were from whatever this was. And we kept saying to the opener, get out here now. We can't make it. And he goes, Brent. And I go, Jason. And he goes, why are you whispering? And he goes, you're not here. I go, I'm here, you're not here. Because we weren't on each other's side. We were on opposite sides. It was like an SUV. You couldn't see each other's head. For like 5 minutes, he goes, oh, you guys are all ready? And I go, can't find Jason. Brent's missing. And it's like, you guys are right here. And we're like, oh, you were over there. I was over here. I've never been at Star. I don't know what they had.
You think that's the highest you've ever been?
I mean, no. But
This is weed.
In the Ziploc?
Wait, how long have you been rocking the fanny pack? Big fan.
Oh,
Everything's in there.
since about 89, Adam.
That's damn.
89?
20 years of
Have you ever
fun.
seen a cross leg?
You also have just turned into the Macho Man. You're like, 89, Adam. Yeah.
Great follow-up. You get a fanny pack. You can only pick 3 things to be in it. What do you put in it?
I think I would go with floss, because it only had 1 cavity, and I'm not going to get it in
That's
Nicaraguan islands. I think I would say sunscreen if I'm going to be out in the sun all day.
God, you're so thoughtful.
I can't get melanoma on my last days.
Great call.
And for number 3, I love those little pretzel combos. You get the
That's good.
Combos.
I like
just
that.
divvy them up. One day, maybe I'll get the pizza combo, maybe cheddar.
Yeah.
Oh, combos.
Combos.
Whoa, that's a throwback snack.
All right, I'm going slingshot.
That's very specific
Dennis the
and
Menace.
weird.
Dennis the Menace.
That's
Thank
a great
you.
You're gonna
call.
kill a squirrel. You're having squirrel for dinner.
Hey man, you better hope you're not a squirrel. Because if you're in my tracks and I got a slingshot and I'm on a deserted island,
Yeah.
which is what I'm assuming this fanny pack
Fantasy?
fantasy was headed towards. Yeah, if you're on a fanny pack in a desert, need a slingshot
You're on a
to
fanny
kill
pack.
my food, whether it's a spider or a seagull.
Slingshot.
What would you shoot in the slingshot?
Rocks.
Good call. So,
There's
no,
rocks
a survey says number 1 answer.
Rocks or
That's good.
keys,
just like to
maybe
let you know.
keys. If I had some keys on me.
Okay.
Something sharp
Thank you.
that you wouldn't anticipate coming at you. And then, oh man, probably a
Pocket pussy.
pocket pussy or a yo-yo.
Yo-yo to kill time.
Kill time. Ooh, how about this?
Cell phone?
Mad Libs.
You're
a Mad Libs
you're up
guy?
to like 6 items.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a big fanny pack.
you
I brought a
said it.
backpack fanny pack. Give a dog a bone.
I got a car trunk. I changed the rules.
I know. My questions are a little all over the place.
They're fun.
Guys, I'm Adam Ray. Welcome to my show. How old were you when you saw your first boob hair? Go.
Boob hair?
Yeah, boob hair.
Hang tight, Norm. One second.
19, 18.
Oh wow, you made it a long
I was
time.
in college, and it was summer before sophomore year, and a buddy of mine was doing summer school because he fucked up so bad, and we were at a beach trip in Rhode Island, so we went to Roger Williams University with all the summer school kids, so a lot of fun. And then it's like one of like 4 girls that were there because it was 40 guys who failed classes that were there. I went back to her dorm room. She had a sex mix, and it opened with "I want to fuck it like an animal," and I was
Okay.
very new to sex, and she was very pretty, but then one hair on her nipple. And it was a very interesting thing. You asked it, and I'll see you guys later next week.
Brent, wait.
But you asked.
Uh-oh. Spit
I've
it
lived.
out. Spit it out. Spit it out. Okay.
It was a very interesting experience. She had a long list on that playlist too.
Oh, I thought you were saying that long boob hair.
Oh, it was.
Ruh-roh.
I never knew that
What
was
was
a
long of the
thing.
boob hair? The play mix. Playlist.
was
Mix
a
and match.
Blame it.
Wait, what was the second song? Or did you guys get to it?
Nope.
Is boob hair? It's like puby.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
Like I'm assuming.
Puby Boob Hair.
Right?
A one act by
It's
Nicky
not like,
Paris.
it's not like the hair that comes out of your head. It's like more of a wiry.
Well, it just looks like a hair that went the wrong way.
Right.
Like everybody else went down here on the woman, and this one went, where are you guys?
All right,
Okay, Mike.
Norm has Mad Libs queued up.
The theme is next door neighbors because we're in your house. A plural noun.
Oh, what the fuck's it now?
An adjective.
Silly.
Wow.
Another noun.
I still don't really know what they mean.
John Elway.
John Elway. Perfect.
Angry.
Fire.
Ronald Reagan.
Queef.
Latifah.
Queef Latifah.
Diva.
Moist.
Moist.
What is an adverb?
Is that like?
Creepily.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Diarrhea. Gotcha, brother.
Thank you. Now that's how you Mad Lib.
Martha Stewart.
Buttholes.
Yeah. Smelly nips.
Like mesmerizing testicles.
How about mesmerizing, smelly, testy nipples?
Yeah. Good one.
Stepdads.
Drunk.
Boogers. Or, no, what else?
We're going boogers.
This better be good.
Thanks, Norm.
Okay, let's see what happens.
You're a ledge. We have new titty hairs living in the cat next door. He is a silly salesman for a John Elway company, and she teaches Ryan Seacrest in a private house. Last night, we were invited to their fiery home for a potluck Queef Latifah. We brought a moist casserole. After dinner, we went into their creepily decorated family diarrhea. Sat in front of their roaring Martha Stewart and toasted buttholes before we left. Our host insisted on taking out his mesmerizing, smelly testicle nipples, which we mistook for an ancient Coachella. Which we mistook for an ancient Coachella. To play on a few country stepdads on it. All in all, it was a drunk evening, and since then, the 4 of us have become as thick as boogers.
That's actually
Worked
pretty
out.
good.
Worked out well.
Damn, man.
Fantastic. Are
Fantastic.
funny.
Yeah, no matter
Was
what.
that Shakespeare?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Rice Krispie
No.
Treat, Sando, and then I made the ice cream. It's a cinnamon cardamom ice cream.
Coolest guy at the party that nobody knows of. Where'd you come from, man?
I'm your
Evan.
neighbor, you guys gotta keep it down, but like,
Yeah, you're the neighbor that comes over. Hey, man, can you guys keep it down? Hey, are you guys gonna eat all those Rice Krispie treats? Oh, yeah, actually, our friend made them for us. Cool.
then you have a bite of this, and I go, no, it's not really me. My wife's a bitch. She's always like, trying to calm things down.
We never knew who lived next door, man. Cool to meet you.
Oh yeah, I got both.
You're in both houses?
Yeah,
Oh, cool, man.
separated.
With the houses or your marriage?
Well, who knows, what is it anymore?
Oh, I don't know what that means. You can use a fork.
Did someone just start a boat?
No, it's
Smells
my
like a
fucking
bowl.
wife.
Smells like Lake George.
Taking the kids.
What is that? That's a boat.
She's a big woman.
What would be your
Cut to us at 10 o'clock. Adam's like, guys, I got one more question. The paper, he opens it, and it flies off the
You know
fucking
what? Let's go to
balcony.
the paper for one more.
You just
Wait, that's a good idea.
back to the dinner combo.
I mean, this is Coppola directing right here.
Yeah.
Just something in his mouth, looking through your fucking crumple ass sheets.
Looks
That's
like
a deep joke for the film school kids.
It's like a dad looking at ribs recipes.
That's better. Fuck. You want?
When do I put the sauce on?
You want?
What is your biggest pet peeve? Nicky, what do you got? Pet
Yo,
peeve.
it happened to me this week when somebody takes a sip of something and then they go, huge pet peeve. They did it. Whatever they did.
Wait, Kez, did you get that? Nick, right to Cam, dude. Take a sip and then do it. This is what Nicky Paris hates.
Okay, it happened to me this week.
Oh, no. I was like, take a sip and then do it. I was setting you up. Just take a sip. Don't do that yet.
That's the
Take a
close.
sip and then right to Cam, Nick.
You did it.
Sorry.
No. So take a sip and then go.
Do the thing it drives you nuts.
Oh,
Actually, do
from
it.
the top? I thought that's what I did.
This is Nicky Paris's pet peeve.
The sound.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
Right. My pet peeve.
I'm in spit.
Because it happened to me this week. It's when somebody takes a sip of something and then they go, They did it.
Right, so now do that. So I want to see you do that. So
Yeah.
do that. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Take a sip and then do what you just did.
Oh!
Yeah.
This message brought to you by marijuana.
It's all right. It was a long walk, but we got to
I'll
the
get you a
waterfall.
poncho. I'm sorry.
Wait. Hold for plane.
Hold for
Nick.
plane.
Or hold for copter.
I paid for that shot.
He's gonna make it.
That's
A drone shot? That would be cool. We just have one shot, and the only time it is for Brent going, I paid for that shot. And that's the only time we ever cut to a drone. Oh, cool. All right. We'll put it in.
I don't know why I laughed so hard to make direct eye contact with
The
you.
hard wink. That's he's a third base coach who was like,
Wait, do you?
Arrested.
You think like a Chuck E. Cheese robot, like.
This shit. All right, Nick, here we go.
Let's try it again.
Sipping in the noise.
I hate that too.
So he hates that.
I don't like that either.
I hated you when you did that.
Okay, bye. Bye.
All right, what do we say?
End
End it.
Look for a pug. All right. Huh?
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were telling us to be quiet.
That's actually not a bad idea. Put it in.
yeah.
To a great day, to some great food, to some better laughs, to some cool people, to some solid friendships, to the sweet night, to the bright sun,
The team has already taken the field.
and then a quack on 3. 1,
Quack.
2, 3.
Quack, 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 quack,
Quack! 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 Quack!
quack.
It's Mighty Ducks reference. Good
Yeah.
night, everybody.
Bye.
My wife's not gonna
I have
love
to
that.
pee.
All right.